usual. So, I'm a little fried from the walk. It was kind of long, huh? But good. So I want to thank everybody who's here that came out to demonstrate that we're not going to stand by and watch while police agencies and politicians do their best to fold our county into the local version of this rapidly growing national police state. The world economy is in shambles, and locally this year more people have lost their homes in this county than at any other time in our history. That's just not people that own their homes. That's just people that can't even find a place to live. They can't afford to live anywhere, let alone own a home. The last remaining mental health care facility in this county was allowed to close its door this year in order for its corporate-owned health care organization to save money. Sheriff Bill Cogbill says that now we have no choice but to have the county jail become the de facto mental health hospital for the county. Meanwhile, vital assistance and intervention programs for the mentally ill, the homeless, battered women and children, at-risk youth, migrant workers, and low-income elderly are having funding cut at unprecedented levels to the point that many of them have already or will have to soon close their doors. This is a broken system. The official solution to these systemic problems seems to be to increase spending on things like putting more officers on the street, equipping them with ever more deadly and militarized tactical weapons, increasing payroll for cops and the available overtime hours, or spending millions and millions of dollars to build a new jail in the county. This is not how we're going to help people. So we're supposed to stand by while they continue to profile and oppress and drive people into the shadows. Our underrepresented populations, which are most affected by this official refusal to even examine the root causes of these social inequities and the suffering that goes along with it. We need to reassess our financial priorities here, people, and we got to stand up and make these fucking people do it. It's time that these people who are supposedly running the show are made to stop dividing us with all this talk about how we must all live in fear of each other. Because supposedly they tell us we're different from each other. No! Let's begin to come together as we did here today and do the work of fixing the real problems, the fucking system that creates them in the first place. The problem is it's a system of brutality. Brutality is not just about killing people. It's about making people suffer by taking away basic human rights from them. Our system's set up to be the self-perpetuating thing. And it's assisted even by our local media, or the mouthpiece for the cops, the press Democrat, the PD and the PD, right? This local media, this paper, has a vested financial interest in parroting and sensationalizing press releases that come out of the cops. They repeat word for word what politicians and cops and administrators use as justifications to increase spending and diverting funds from programs that are set up to help people in the community. The funds are now being diverted back from things like Measure O into more law enforcement and public safety spending, which already comprises the largest portion of the city and the county annual budgets. It's over 40% in Santa Rosa. That's how much of the money that goes into the system gets spent on cops. This past year saw the Santa Rosa police chief resign and his second in command fired amid charges of sexual harassment. His corruption from the very top. I'm almost done, sorry.
We love you, Robin, it's okay.
Chief Ed Flynn, who just resigned, his salary exceeded $165,000 a year. Wow. And they allowed him to resign with a large severance package of tens of thousands of dollars. Now he's been replaced by a temporary chief who's supposed to be coming here to fix stuff, and he's making $181,000 a year, and he won't even talk about what the problems are. He won't even talk to the mouthpiece, the press Democrat, to say what he's doing to try to fix it, except sitting back making more money. More than 100 members of the Santa Rosa Police Department, several of which of them are represented here tonight, somewhere in this crowd, make more than $100,000 a year. So to finish up, I just ask all of you to continue standing up like we did tonight and keep asking the questions about why we keep spending more and more money on the police, agencies who kill people over and over again and cause countless suffering. Yet they've never been found in error in a single one of over 50 deaths that have come at the hands of law enforcement in this county since 1995. Not one error has been found on the part of any cop. That just seems to defy logic. Couldn't we have done something better out of killing 50 people?
Shame on them.
Okay, people, so that asks the questions again. How can we get the power back? Voting. Okay, do not forget to vote.